2022 has already started and we are in mid-January. So this new year I am planning to make a video, new series on the theory of everything. Yes, theory of everything is such a complicated topic that if you seriously consider this for studying, you can get a PhD, and if you really work hard, you can get a Nobel Prize also. Means it is so complicated. Means it begins with, of course, respected Sir Albert Einstein. Who else? And ends with, last but not the least, most lovable, our professor, Dr. Stephen Hawking. Means from Einstein to Stephen Hawking. Means from 1920 to 2020. 100 years. 100 years sounds very good, very big, very large. But progress in that theoretical physics part is not that much because it is very difficult. Second thing, after you go through Google, hundreds of videos on YouTube, Wikipedia, I am from the old generation, so I read books, hundreds of books, hundreds of papers. I enjoy, means see, please, I am not here for a PhD, and Nobel Prize I am not even dreaming of, means that is foolish. And second thing, so I won't be surprised if I am won't get a Nobel for this series. Okay. Second thing is, I won't be surprised if I get a Nobel for the best science fiction in the last 100 years, means 1920 to 2020. After you go through all those videos, some belong to great doctors, great scientists, some are Nobel Prize winners also. But sometimes, not all videos, but in some videos, means scientists speak like superstition, like a religious person, baseless. So sometimes doctors or scientists speak like idiots, and sometimes some idiots are speaking like doctors. Means we have to be very careful. Means whether you will get a PhD or Nobel after going seriously through all these topics or not, I don't know. But definitely, if you are not careful, you will get mad. You will not understand anything. I will explain. This is the part 1. I have started the new series in this new year 2022. I wish you all a very happy new year. Long, healthy, wealthy, wise new year for everyone. It has to be long, healthy, wealthy and wise. Wise is important. Right? Data converts to information. Information converts to knowledge. Knowledge converts to wisdom. And wisdom comes with age. So it is not easy to be a wise person. And You can debate with a wise man, but you cannot debate with idiots. It is better to stay off. So, theory of everything, part 1, it covers many topics. This first one is just an introduction. I am talking ex tempore. I am not by hearting anything. Whatever I have studied, I am sharing means. Or you can say that sort of I am editing from 1920 to 2020 whatever material is available. I am trying to give a synopsis so that ordinary person will understand what is the theory of everything. Everything means everything. What is everything in science? What are the subjects? Physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics. Right? History, civic, geography are not science subjects. Then in a way archaeology is there because they are studying anthropology and so many other things. It is scientific. Carbon dating. And there are so many things covered. Means for anyone to understand this video, he has to be a graduate at least. Graduate in science, in physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics. If he is an engineer or doctor, well and good. But I will try like Einstein had said, Sir Einstein had said, if you cannot explain it in a simple way to a ordinary person, that means you have yourself not understood it. Right? I will repeat. Einstein had said, if you can't explain anything or any complicated thing to a simple person or an ordinary person, that means you have yourself not understood it. And I agree with that. See, to simplify things is very difficult. To complicate things is very easy means. You can talk like a mad scientist and no one will understand. And your ego is satisfied that you have written a paper which no one has understood. So as a joke it is said, if you want a PhD, write a paper in such a manner that all the PhDs, all doctors who are there on the panel will not understand what you have said or what you have written. Only then you will get PhD. If they understand, they will not give you PhD. Jokes apart. See, it has to be a latter vein because afterwards the topics will become very difficult. So there are so many things involved. I myself don't know how to start, where to start. But first I will go step by step, first step first. Because people are interested in time travel, interstellar travel. See, these things are theoretically very good. In science fiction, you can be Alice in Wonderland with Don Quixote. It is very easy. But if you talk like Alice in Wonderland with Don Quixote, that is not science. If you talk baseless, then there is no difference between philosophy, physics, science, religion and superstition, blind beliefs. Everything comes at par without experiments, without falsification. So, first let us understand how to scientifically justify things. What is a scientific theory? What is a scientific theory? A rational theory. Scientific theory is very simple. It has to be true or false. it cannot be true and false. It cannot be true and false. See, this is important. If you don't understand this, I will go step by step. Part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, I don't know, maybe 6, 7 parts, maybe 11 parts, I don't know. This I want to share my knowledge. I thought if I am not understanding all these things, and then what is the use if so many videos, hundreds of videos are there, some are given by scientists, some are given by idiots. And what is the point? If some serious student is there, what can he do? So true or false? Very simple. Scientific statement or a rational statement can be in true or false. Black and white. How? Supposing, see, all human beings in this world have fingerprints. All human beings in this world, human beings, male, female, I am not saying, have fingerprints. True or false? True. All human beings have same fingerprints. True or false? False. All human beings have different fingerprints. True or false? True. So, fingerprinting is a technology. DNA fingerprinting nowadays we are going into that for crime analysis and so many other things. It can be true or false. Not only fingerprints, our teeth print, when you bite, it is different. Our iris distance, our eyes, eye prints, iris distance is unique. So, this true or false is important, right? For example, a mother can have many children. True or false? True. I am repeating some things so that you will understand. A father can have many children. True or false? True. But any child will have only one father and one mother. True or false? True. Because whatever one children will have only one mother and one father. He may have many brothers and sisters from different fathers, or maybe from different mothers, stepmothers, stepfathers. But all children will have one father and one mother. So, this is as simple as this, right? So, falsification, true or false, means it is a scientific statement, it is a rational statement. See, all zebras have different stripes, or tigers have different stripes, leopards have different spots. True or false? True. Like fingerprints, every animal is different print wise. They look same, like we all human beings look same, but genetic difference is there. This I am telling not to discriminate, for description only. We have got different types of genes on different continents. Different types of genes are there, colors are there, for the eye, for the hair, for the skin. So, you look at a person and you can identify from which continent he belongs or to which genes he belongs. This is just a genetic fingerprinting, right? So, falsification, true or false, is important for any scientific statement. This first video, part 1, I am trying to tell how to falsify videos, how to make a difference between false video and a true video. If that theory cannot be falsified, true or false cannot be done, then it is not reliable. Doesn't matter who is giving that. Maybe he is a very big scientist. Maybe he is a big scientist. Maybe even he is a Nobel Prize winner also. But if that theory can't be falsified, it cannot be true or false. then it is a hypothesis. It is as good as superstition. It is as good as blind belief. It is as good as faith, as good as religion. See, for example, when in any religion you ask, does God exist? Believers say yes, and non-believers say no. There are so many people who follow one God, two God, three God, four God, five God. There are saints, semi-God, demigod, demons, ghosts. See, here I am not here to prove or disprove anything, please, because that is not the topic. I respect everyone's belief. If you believe in God, God bless you. If you believe in ghost, ghost bless you. I have got no issues with that. It is your belief. It's your faith system. You have a right for that. I am a democratic person. But my question is, God cannot be true or false. We don't have any direct evidence to prove the existence of God and ghost. In psychology, both are beliefs. One is a good belief, one is a bad belief. So positive thinking is good, so we should believe in God. Negative thinking is not good, so we should not believe in ghost, etc. So these things which cannot be falsified. For example, religion, superstition, jinx, then witchcraft, magic. Technically, scientifically, these are illogical things, irrational things. Yes, your beliefs are there. Your beliefs are there. Nothing wrong in that. But it is not logical. So, illogical things, the answer is always in true and false. God is there, yes, yes, yes. Believers say yes. Non-believers say no. So, anything which cannot be falsified or cannot be true or false is unscientific. It is a belief, superstition. It is not scientific. And this is applicable to science fiction and scientific beliefs also. Because I have seen in many videos, our scientists are speaking of observational evidence. They want evidence for everything. Yes, good. I have got nothing against that. Evidence should be there, even in crime also. You cannot punish innocent till proved guilty. So, if there is no evidence, he is innocent till proved guilty. So, bail is the rule. Jail is not the rule for law. And that is correct, because freedom has to be respected. Then, now observational evidence means what? See, what I am trying to say, whatever rules are applicable to illogical things and logical things, if we are talking about scientific beliefs also, scientific beliefs, scientific superstitions, science fiction, many times, many theories, not only in theoretical physics, let us say in theoretical chemistry, in theoretical mathematics, in pure mathematics, in theoretical biology, everything that is theoretical, hypothesis, is imaginary. It begins with imagination, right? But if you don't have evidence for this imagination also, it is as good as any other belief, superstition, scientific superstition. Only because a scientist is talking non-scientific thing, it doesn't become scientific. Means, to be very honest. So, evidence has to be there. Observational evidence, what they will say. For example, say if you stand on a beach in broad daylight, midday, and take a 360-degree view, you can observe so many things on the beach. You can observe people playing, there are boats going in the sea far away. Our horizon is, supposing if you are a 6 feet person, your horizon is around 6 kilometers, perimeter 360 degrees. If you are a 6 feet person, approximately your horizon, circular horizon is 6 kilometers approximately. So in midday time, you can see, if you are standing on a beach, in the center of a beach, if you look around, you can see up to the horizon 6 kilometers. If everything is clear, broad daylight, midday, right? On any beach, you can see so many things. Now, just imagine now you are standing on the beach midnight on a new moon. Means no moon is there. On full moon, some visibility is there, but naturally that visibility will not be as good as broad daylight. Right? So if you try to observe the beach in midnight, your observational limits are very, very, very less limited. You cannot look up to 6 kilometers because light is not there. So observational evidence at night changes. Observational evidence during daytime changes. Right? So if climate changes, if there is fog, if there is rain, then also your visibility becomes poor. If snow is there, we can see that planes are cancelled, they are not allowed to take off or land during heavy rains or say maybe heavy snowfall, because visibility is poor. Observational evidence is not there. Accidents can happen. But in the midnight, if you look at the sky, you can see so many stars. Maybe 100, maybe million, I have never counted. Don't bother also. But we can see many stars. Some say they are in thousands, some say they are in 10,000, some say they are in millions. Whatever. Each star is coming from, that light is coming from billions of light years. Right? Speed of light is 3 kilometers per second. So don't go into all the calculations. 1 light year is very, 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 very far. Right? So observational evidence. In the night we can see in the sky, stars are visible, moon is visible, planets are visible, but darkness is more visible, more prominent. Dark matter, the background of the stars, the background of our moon at night. So if you observe carefully, what you cannot observe is more than what you can observe in the night sky. Any season, any climate. Darkness, stars are visible because they are twinkling. Anything that is twinkling has light, it is visible. But there are many things which we cannot observe with our naked eye also, and with our most powerful telescopes also. There is a limit. There is a telescopic horizon. We cannot see beyond our telescopes. That doesn't mean world does not exist beyond our telescope. Right? That is the telescopic world, which is called as macrocosm. Big planets, galaxies, solar systems, stars, tremendous distances, mass, and this macrocosm or telescopic world is generally ruled by Einstein's theory of relativity also and special theory of relativity also. And there are field equations of Einstein's, 11 field equations. I will not go into that. I have gone into that. If you want, you can go on your own. Don't blame me. And there is a microscopic world. Microscopic world is beyond the microscope. So we cannot see beyond our microscope. So that is our limit. That doesn't mean that world doesn't exist beyond the microscope. Microscope means it will cover subatomic particles, atomic particles. Atoms are made of proton, neutron, electron. Now they are calling quark, and still smaller particles are there. God particle is there, and so many things. So microscopic world is covered by quantum mechanics. Basically quantum mechanics or quantum physics, it is quantum chemistry also, same. Because when you are dealing with chemical equations, means H2O means water, NaCl is sodium chloride, K is potassium. Look at the periodic table in chemistry. 7 rows will indicate 7 valence orbits. Right? Rows. First 1 valent orbit. In the first row is 1 valent orbit. Second row is 2 valent orbit. Third is 3 valent orbit. There are 7 rows. Elements are 100 plus. Still coming. In the same column always belongs to the same class of chemicals. There are same colors also to indicate that they belong to the same family. Refer to the periodic table because that is not the topic here. So periodic table in chemistry indicates quantum mechanics or quantum chemistry, because whenever we are speaking of quantum, we are speaking of atoms, protons, neutrons, molecules, anything that is happening at a microscopic level. In theory of everything, they want to connect a microscopic world with the telescopic world. See, there are different formulas in physics, equations in physics. In chemistry also there are different formulas and equations. In biology also there are different formulas and equations. In mathematics is full of formulas and equations. Pure mathematics is there. There are different types of mathematics. Physical mathematics, chemical mathematics, Laplace, Fourier, integration, derivatives, limit, functions, and then dangerous mathematics, astronomical mathematics. But let me tell you one thing. When you are dealing with extremely large numbers, like when you are dealing with astronomical numbers, infinity, beyond telescopes, when you are dealing with telescopic things or numbers which go beyond our telescopes, it is bound to fail. Our computation fails because we don't have machines with that capability. You cannot repeat those calculations. Similarly, when you are going to infinitesimal, very small things, very small mathematics, like say microscopic mathematics, Planck's constant, 10 raised to minus 34. I don't remember exactly, but whatever. It is very small, very small. But when you are dealing with microscopic mathematics and telescopic mathematics, you are going to go wrong 200%, because that is what happens. What I have seen in so many videos, so many books, so many theories, means in different theories, while doing research for a PhD, and their main target is for Nobel Prize. See, I will take a very short thing on this Nobel thing. You can clearly see, usually from 1920 to 2020, many deserving people, many deserving scientists in many different countries, and the different Nobels that are given for different fields, many deserving candidates have not got it. Usually insiders get it. If you know an insider, it is a lobby. In our country also, India, many deserving people have not got Nobel Prize in various fields. So nominees are there always. They will nominate for politically correct behavior. Nominations they will give for one and all. But when it comes to giving the proper prize, not only Nobel, but there are so many other international awards. And this I am not telling, already controversies are there. I am not here to generate controversy, but I would like to say this. Usually insiders get it. If you have proper connections, if you are with an insider, then only a outsider scientist will get it in tandem with that insider. Very rarely outsiders get this famous Nobel Prize or international prizes, because you require lots of lobbying. Government support has to be there to the candidate in his own country, and as it is cutthroat, many times we see that many deserving persons do not get it. They are nominated. See, getting a nominee for Nobel is also a very great thing, but not getting that prize for the wrong reasons is not a great thing. But see, that is not in our hands. Many countries have support, not only our country. In our country also many people have not got deserving Nobels. Everyone knows who has not got or who has got. But what happens? Why this is happening? Because, for example, in quantum mechanics, microscopic mechanics means, and theory of relativity, general relativity is where gravity is considered, and in special relativity sometimes they are exempting gravity for interstellar travel, because they believe that gravity is a weak force. Fundamental forces are four: nuclear force, strong nuclear force and weak nuclear force, electromagnetic force or field, and gravity. Strong nuclear force is the nuclear power, proton, neutron, electron, very strong. Weak nuclear force is anything that is radioactive, right? And electromagnetic force is electrical current, magnetic field. Electrical current and magnetic field, magnetism and electricity are connected. They are cousin brothers. They are hand in hand. They cannot exist without each other, usually. So, four forces, when you are not considering gravity, you are considering nuclear force and electromagnetic force. That is called as a grand united theory. And when you consider gravity also, it is called as the grand united theory of everything. So, trying to connect worldwide all subjects, all equations. Problem is, like I said, if you cannot falsify, everything that is scientific has to be true or false. If it cannot be true or false, then it is not scientific. As simple as that. Right? Again I will repeat. All human beings are immortal. True or false? It is false. All human beings are mortal. True or false? True. See, as simple as that. Nothing complicated, right? So, falsification. Problem with theoretical physics or theoretical chemistry, theoretical biology, or any theoretical subject is, they will have their own theories. Like there are different religions. There is religious cosmology also. All religions, no religion is exclusive in that matter or exceptional. All religions have their theory of origin of universe. All religions. I will not take names because I am not interested in any controversies. All religions have their own theory of cosmology, from where earth came, from where human beings came, different religious books and religious texts. Theology is there, why we are here, right? So, a scientific answer is, it should be able to answer why, what, when, where, how and who. All answers should be there. You cannot bypass any one answer. If you cannot give answers to all this, it is not a scientific statement, right? Scientific statements, you should know why it is happening, how it is happening, how it will go further, what will happen afterwards, how it will start, how it will end. You cannot talk about only one thing. So what I have found in this theoretical part of research and development, they will have their own frame of reference, right? Then they will have for that frame of reference, they will invent new mathematics. Means already maths is difficult, okay, whatever maths. Already postgraduate doctoral mathematics, telescopic mathematics and microscopic mathematics are already a headache, difficult. And these guys, scientists and doctors, they will invent new mathematics for that new frame of reference. They will apply new rules for that new mathematics. They will develop new formulas, new equations which never existing. They are inventing, see, they are not discovering. And after applying that to their theory, which they have basically imagination. So I call this as Alice in Wonderland along with Don Quixote. And then they will start shouting Eureka, Eureka. See, then what is the difference between religion and science? In religion also, cosmologically, there are so many theories for origin of universe, origin of species, why human beings came, how God formed all these things. See, I am basically a believer, okay, but I am not here to prove or disprove God or to prove or disprove science. My logic is very clear. If it is scientific, it has to be true or false. Whatever. If you cannot true or false it, then it is not scientific, even if it is a scientific theory. Beliefs, superstitions, faith, religion, philosophy, theology are always 50-50, yes and no. Yes and no means not scientific. It has to be yes or no, which is science. I have given you some examples before, right? How you can falsify. It has to be true or false. So what I find funny is, then they will say in physics, they have inertial frame of reference, non-inertial frame of reference, inertial mass, then they will speak of gravity, then no gravity, then they will speak of protons, neutrons, then antiprotons, antineutrons, electrons, anti-electrons, then they will speak of quarks and still smaller particles. Means I sometimes think, my opinion is very clear, many people will feel bad. They are building these $1,000,000 or $1 billion head-on collisions. I don't call them as Hadron collision machines. I call it as head-on collision machines. Just to find a particle. Means I am surprised who is sponsoring all these things. Why you want to go into the beginning of the universe? And the beauty is, when they can't answer beyond singularity, they will say nothing exists before singularity. That is not correct. You should say that you don't know the answer. How can you say that nothing existed before singularity? Do you have empirical evidence for that? No. See, we have developed so many things. Means people like to believe that. I will tell you one thing, it is not true. See, we have got We have developed atom bombs, right? Atomic bombs, nuclear weapons. We have nuclear medicines also. Very good. Nuclear weapons, very bad. Nuclear medicines, very good. Then we have biomedical electronics, means we have got these laparoscopic machines, CT scans, MRIs, so many things which detect so many things within our body, telescopic things, microscopic things. So electronics and computer hardware especially is based on physics. Then DNA fingerprinting in biology, because you have developed powerful microscope, electronic microscopes. We can now go into our body cells also to the microscopic level, which is a microcosm. So while we are looking at all this development, we think that 1920 to 2020 science have progressed a lot. That is correct, nothing wrong. But the thing is, in these 100 years, if there were 100 theories, in these 100 years, if there were 100 theories, majority of them have failed in nearly all fields: physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics. See, imagining mathematics or imaginary things have got no value. As I said, it should be able to be true or false. Majority of them have failed because either there is no evidence or weak evidence. Sometimes I have a doubt whether even they understand what they are talking. You should be very careful. You should watch all those videos and lectures. When some intelligent person is talking there and other intelligent persons are watching and listening, but if you watch carefully, no one is understanding anything. But it reminds me of a European story, the king without clothes. Because some very intelligent person of that time told the king that this is a cloth which only pure people and pious people can see. Poor people or people who are sinners cannot see. So it reminds me of that story. Then the theory of everything, microcosm, macrocosm, space and time, they are saying that it is one. I will have a different video for that. I will try to explain that. How can time be a dimension? Means I don't find it is a fictional statement. Time is a dimension. That means you don't understand the basic definition of dimension. See, don't give me all that theoretical mathematics, imaginary mathematics, which you are inventing for your convenience. See, it cannot be proved. You are talking about 11 dimensions, strings theory. I will come to that. See, everything I cannot cover in this one video. As I said, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They say there are 11 dimensions. So let me say I will make 11 videos. Maybe some will be of 15 minutes, some will be of 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour 15 minutes, not more than that. I will try to keep it within 1 hour because I don't want to bore anyone. I want to educate people. So 11 dimensions. The examples they are giving are sometimes very childish. Negative space, positive space. Means it is really childish. Anyone with common sense, as they say, common sense is not so common. And I am a very honest follower of Einstein. He had said, if you want to speak the truth, you forget about elegance and live elegance. These are Einstein's sentence, not mine. Leave elegance to the tailor and the cobbler. Means tailors make good clothes, cutting is fine. Cobblers make good shoes. Even their cutting is very difficult. It is engineering. So Einstein had said, if you cannot explain in a simple way, that means you have yourself not understood that thing. And if you want to speak the truth and nothing but the truth, you should let go of elegance and speak truth and nothing but the truth. There was a time when people never believed in black holes. Einstein himself never believed in that. But then his own student found out that black holes existed, and now we have got proof that black holes are there. There was a time when scientific world was saying tectonic plate movements are not real. But with time we came to know that tectonic plate movements are real. So that is science. And faster than light travel is not possible. I will have a video for that, detailed video, independent. I am just going through all the things which I am going to talk in this new year. I will try to entertain you and not bore you, but give you knowledge also. So faster than light travel is possible or not, I will come to that. There was a time when scientists said that heavier than air objects cannot fly. But Wright brothers came with the basic propeller plane. They never dreamed about space technology. Wright brothers just wanted to fly. Simple. They did not have this space shuttles, interstellar travel, time travel. They were not even thinking of all those things. But we are thinking now, thanks to them. And some say that this originated in our country, our old ancient Indian culture. But as I said, there is no evidence. There are books, theories, but you cannot true or false. So, if you cannot true or false, it is fiction. Simple. Even a scientific statement which cannot be true or false is fiction. Doesn't matter even if a great scientist is making a statement. It is fiction. It is as good as a religious belief, a superstition, scientific superstition, scientific belief, science fiction, a decent word, politically correct word for scientific beliefs. Scientific fiction is scientific superstition is science fiction. But fictions are fictions, facts are facts. So, inventing mathematics for your convenience and justifying your theories, self-justification, confirmation bias, every scientist faces from that. Once his knowledge is gone beyond his brains, then that ego starts coming in. Once ego comes, knowledge is destroyed. Because with ego, knowledge fails. With ego, you fall in love with yourself. You cannot accept contradictions from anyone. So, observational evidence means what? What is proof? See, proofs you cannot have as per your convenience. Proofs are proofs. All proofs, all statements which are scientific has to be true or false. If something is true and false, something is true also, something is false also, then it is a science fiction. It doesn't matter who is talking. So, evidence has to be there. No evidence means it is fiction. Weak evidence, it is semi-fiction. Evidence, true or false, is scientific. So, means Big Bang theory they are saying. Some people support Big Bang theory. Some people support Big Bounce theory. Some people think it is a steady state theory. Some people think it is cyclic. Even scientists, for one theory which is correct, there are 10 theories which are opposing that theory. Now here again lobbies come. So these scientists will sit together and they are having a consensus. How can you have a consensus on truth? If something is true, it has to be true. Like some few hundred scientists had taken a signature against Einstein to say that Einstein was wrong. What did our respected Sir Einstein say? If I am wrong, means Einstein said, if I am wrong, only 2 signatures were sufficient. 100 signatures were not required. So consensus on a scientific, is this a political means election? Means majority wins. See, even in terrorist ruled countries, they have their majority. Majority wins. Right? But that is not the true majority. So sometimes there is scientific terrorism also. Means usually if you look, first world, second world and third world scientists, nearly all awards go to first world scientists. You can check, means I have studied thousands of international awards. Nobel Prize is one of them. So first world countries usually end up getting more prizes. Then is the second world countries. Then comes the third world countries. So that maybe because first world countries has more facilities, they are able to have that. Second world countries have lesser facilities, so maybe they are not able to get that prize. And third world countries, poor guys, they are fighting for their food, clothing and shelter. So getting these international awards is something which is beyond their wildest imagination. Right? Then there are some great people. Means I am surprised when rich and famous persons, celebrities, some are scientists, some are not scientists, some are industrialists, some are famous in their own fields, maybe some are sports person, some are film stars. Various countries, I am not specifically saying in first world, second world or third world. A person has made a statement, I will not take names because I am not interested in that. You search Google, Wikipedia, YouTube, you will find. He is saying, means our universe is a hologram. Means our universe is a hologram. Means only a person, sorry to say, only a person with a holographic brain can make this statement. Okay. Then there is another wise guy. He is saying that this whole universe is a simulation. Simulation. Our whole universe. Means there are stars. Million stars are there. Million stars form a galaxy. There are millions of galaxies. There is observational evidence by Hubble telescope. New telescopes are coming. Universe is expanding. But I will tell you, there are certain things, certain flaws in all these thought processes. This guy is saying that this universe is a simulation, video game. I think this guy must have spent his teenagers playing video games, and I won't be surprised if this guy himself has a simulated brain. Only a person with a simulated brain can make such a simulated statement. I am surprised how can one make such stupid statements. Scientific means scientific, true or false, black and white. There are grey areas in every field. No field is exception. So observational evidence has to be there, whatever evidence is there. But observational evidence, we have to understand this, there is world beyond our telescopes also, and there is world beyond our microscope also. Trying to connect these two worlds is next to impossible. We can understand, and it is not maybe. This is a world inside a world. It is a box in a box in a box. This is not a cosmological, I am not giving a theological thing. I will explain this. How microcosm and macrocosm are connected. Microcosm means anything which is beyond the microscope or in the microscope. anything that is visible with the microscope. And telescopic world is macrocosm, which is visible with the telescope or beyond our telescope also. And there is a visible world also. See, in visible world we have 7 colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Then we have ultraviolet, higher frequencies, and infrared, right? In every color we have a dark color and light color also. Green is there, dark green is there, light green is there, right? So 7 colors with dark and light will become 21 colors, visible spectrum. So in the invisible spectrum also, ultraviolet, we will have 21 colors or spectra, and in the infrared we will have 21 colors. So 21 into 21, 21 into 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, so 63. But the visible spectrum is our eyes, right? Next is things which we can hear in music. In our country we have sa re ga ma pa da ni sa, sa ni da pa ma ga re sa, right? Do re mi fa sol la ti and reverse. So these are 7 swars, 7 sounds, 7 symphonies. So we have a upper sound and lower sound also, higher note and lower note. So again for 7 sounds, visible sounds, we have 21 sounds. Again there is ultrasound also, subsonic and supersonic sounds are also there. There also supersonic 21 sounds, ultrasonic means supersonic means ultrasonic 21 sounds, and subsonic is 21 sounds. So again 21 into 3 is 63, right? Basic. I am not saying there is a larger spectrum. I am talking about the simple things, basic things. We have got many supersonic sounds, we have got many subsonic sounds, we have got ultraviolet. In spectrum, light is electromagnetic field. So infrared is radio waves, we have microwave, cosmic microwave background. This goes into the infrared level. Then in ultraviolet, we will have alpha, beta, gamma, means X-rays, gamma rays. So there are so many things which are in the spectrum, in our visible spectrum and audible spectrum, beyond our vision, below our vision. So once you understand all these things, I cannot see, I cannot hear, that is my problem. With instruments like spectroscopy is there, telescope is there, microscope is there. There are so many scientific instruments which are helping us today for traveling also. In directions, we have, if you observe the compass, 4 main directions, 4 sub directions, that is 8 directions, up and down, so 9 and 10 directions. So on the earth we have roughly 10 directions on the compass. Our earth itself is located in space, so that is the 11th direction. My concept is very clear. Means next video I will tell other things also, but here I will try to give a synopsis. So there are theories, multiverse theories, means multiple earths exist or not. See, if God wanted, he could have put one more earth in orbit around the sun, in the same orbit. If we can run trains and planes in the sky and manage the traffic, we can manage traffic on the road, in the sky, on the ships, on the sea. So God could have put in the same orbit of the earth another earth with proper speed management, so that they will never collide with each other. And the whole thing was different. In fact, we can try that. We can put low earth orbit, we have put so many things, but we can put something in our earth's orbit itself, so that we can live there. they are speaking of interstellar travel, traveling between stars. We are not able to properly stay on Earth itself. There are so many uninhabitable places on Earth. With our technology, we cannot survive on Earth, say in below the sea. In next video, I will cover that. For every 1 kilometer underground, for every 1 kilometer under the sea, every 1 kilometer above, or in all directions, for every 1 kilometer, things change. Climatic pressure, atmospheric pressure, the whole world changes. On Earth itself, there are so many things. I will come to that. But this is just an introductory video. And I would like your feedback also. Right? So, what is scientific? Scientific statement has to be true or false. Doesn't matter whether a scientist is saying that statement or a philosopher is saying, a theologian is saying. Even in superstition, blind belief, if you can true or false, then it is scientific. And majority is important. If something is happening in 100 times, if something is happening for 60 times, 70 times, it can be trusted. It can be trusted, definitely.